So Stephanie's also in the ISC department, Industrial Systems Engineering, and her interests are very aligned with mine in terms of performing human-computer interaction, applying methods from HCI to develop new interfaces. And the interface that she happens to be working on is a next-generation MLST tool, which is multi-locus sequence typing. I'm sure some of you all have heard that term. I'm not going to go into depth on MLST in this particular talk, but since Stephanie is in Norway, the good news is that the co-author, Meredith, who's also upstairs in the Cyber Infrastructure Division, she'll be down at the poster later, and she'll talk all day long about MLSTs. But the idea is that we want to bridge the gap between, let's see, Stephanie did a bunch of animations, great. Okay, so the idea is that we want to bridge the gap between the types of workflows that epidemiologists and other public health workers currently use, which is a pretty basic way of typing. And I say basic because I'm surrounded by bioinformaticians, and when we look at how they do it, it's like, wow, that's really simple. You only use a handful of housekeeping genes, and either they match or they don't match. We can do something much more advanced. But if we're not careful and we give them tools that are too sophisticated, right? It'll be too confusing and for them, right? So we have these user classes that are sort of epidemiologists that do things a certain simple way, and then we have some powerful things that we want to give them. So we've been interviewing molecular biologists to see how they might use MLST tools. And we've come up with basically a set of requirements that can bridge the gap, right? Bring the functionality to the public health workers in a way that's easy to use. And this is basically the methodology we go through. It's pretty standard, but I already interviewed a bunch of users, gathered requirements. We started doing some design work and wireframing, and after we continue to refine the wireframes, eventually these will get developed in code and put out into the public space for use. So if you want to hear more about the specifics of how this particular tool is going to be sort of better than the standard MLST tools that are out there today, come by and see the poster, and Meredith will be happy to give you the lowdown. Thank you.